ladies and gentlemen, Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent, welcoming you to AEW Worlds End Review. Yes, doing a little review show for the event that took place at the Nassau Coliseum in Long Island, New York. Got to see Swerve, a Swerve, and a Devil Revealed. So, before I get to the show, let me ask you folks to smash that like button, leave a comment, let's chat about what you thought about the pay per view and be a champ and hit that subscribe button. Without further ado, let's let her rip. All right, this show started out with three 0 hour pre-show matches. First one being Willow Nightingale versus Chris Statlander. I'm pretty high on both these females. They're both usually pretty good. This match actually started out pretty well, um, but I think they try to get a little too fancy at the end, and the whole finish looked pretty sloppy. Taz did a pretty good job of laying out the rivalry between the two areas of Long Island, if you cared. But like I said, the end was kind of sloppy. Willow Nightingale, me personally thought it was kind of an upset here. She won fair and square, no cheating with the Dr. Bomb. Like I said, and that finish sequence was a little sloppy. Don't know if they was just trying to be a little too fancy and signals crossed or uh, not in the right position. A little bit in a hurry, but usually they do pretty good. So that's part of the reason I'm giving them a bit of a little bit of leeway here because they don't usually have bad matches. But like I said, Will Nightingale gets the win. Like I said, I think Chris Statlander needs to go for the or be start being pushed for the AEW Women's Championship, and Nightingale maybe challenge for that TBS Championship. Next up is the 20-man Battle Royal. This match, the winner of this match will get a TNT Championship match anytime, anywhere. Emphasis on anytime, anywhere. You had two big guys in this match, one being Killswitch, formerly known as Luchasaurus, and Lance Archer. And the rest of the crowd was kind of a who's who of mid carders. Um, anyway, they stacked tables and on the two big guys, but they would escape. They came in and started eliminating people, and the winner of the match, as I predicted, was Killswitch, formerly known as Luchasaurus. So part of my prediction came true. More on that later. And the final 0 hour match was a match for the FTW Championship under FTW rules. The champion Hook defended against Wheeler Yuta. A little bit of furniture moving. That was expected. Some solid stuff in here. Not a bad match. Just you know an FTW match with two young guys. Wheeler Yuta kind of cringy when he tries to do that mean look. Um, as I said plenty of times before, not really buying Wheeler Yuta as this mean tough guy. Don't care who he lines himself with. However, it was Hook with the red rum chokehold. Yuta tapped out. Hook is still your FTW heavyweight or world champion. Whatever. All right, kick it off on the main show of the pay per view. It is the 8-man All Star match. Basically, these are 8 men who didn't make it to the finals of the Continental Classic. Uh, let's just say there's a bunch of talent there. It is Claudio Castagnoli, Brian Danielson, Mark Briscoe, and Daniel Garcia versus Brody King, Jay White, Jay Lethal, and Roosh. Uh, Looked like a Claudio, Brian, Mark, Daniel team had things going their way. Garcia tagged himself in, and don't know what was up with Brody King and the rest of that crew. They beat Garcia like they owed him money, but in the end, it was Daniel Garcia winning. Roll up on Jay Lethal for the win. So, uh, little dissension there, but kind of a nod of as respect in the end for on the part of Claudio Castagnoli and Daniel Bryan towards Daniel Garcia. Pretty good match. Didn't really have no problems with this one. It was a solid opener. Next match is Andrade El Idolo with CJ Perry versus Miro. Again, solid match. No real problems from this match. I did not know Thursday when I was making predictions on my live stream show that Andrade was going to be leaving soon. His contract's up. Could be heading back to the WWE. Like I said, solid match here. So my prediction was half right. CJ Perry would interfere. Andrade had Miro in the figure eight. CJ pulled Andrade's arms out from under him, allowing a little bit of distraction. Big O kick from Miro into that acolyte camel clutch. Uh, Andrade did business, tapped out, and it looks like it could be husband and wife are reunited on screen. Your next match of the night is for the AEW Women's World Championship. The champion, Timeless Toni Storm, versus the first ever AEW Women's Champion, Riho. Match, in my opinion. Uh, Again, not know who's the agent for these matches or who's booking it, but sometimes they tend to uh, have matches last longer than they should have. Um, Riho got her stuff in. Toni Storm, that gimmick is just, like I said, over like Rover. Solid stuff, but it was after a variation of a DDT. Toni Storm wound up winning, uh, celebrated there in the black and white, and Marilyn Monroe slash old timey wrestler gimmick. Uh, like I said, the gimmick, Toni Storm and the gimmick probably got that match more over than uh, how good the match was. Next, this match was supposed to actually be Swerve Strickland versus Cliff Lee, but Cliff Lee had an injury. Don't know what was injured. The news ain't out yet on that one. But so they switched it up. Swerve Strickland and Dustin Rhodes taking his place. From the get go, Strickland attacked Dustin, did a double stomp on Dustin's ankle on a cylinder block. But as they was taking Dustin back, he's like, nope, nope, I'm gonna fight this kid. So the match went on, and then it was mostly Swerve Strickland, which that's what it should have been. Is I think whoever was going to be in this match, it was basically going to be a statement match, like the commentator said. For Swerve Strickland, two thigh slaps, kicks to the head, and the don't forget the whole stomp on the arm breaker, then the swerve stomp. 1, 2, 3. Swerve Strickland was the winner of this one. Again, this kid's over, man. Keep bringing him up. Keep bringing him up. Don't throw. Please don't throw him and Samoa Joe. Oh, messed up there. Strike that. Click. Pretend you didn't hear that. Uh, let's continue this conversation for later. Next. All right, the second eight-man tag match of the night was Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, Sting, and Darby Allin taking on Ricky Starks, Big Bill, Powerhouse Hobbs, supposed to be Kyle Fletcher, but not sure what happened there. It's Kensuke Toshida taking his place. They're all in the Don Callis family. Um, I've learned the last couple of days that there's some people out there who are holier than a neutered monk, but we don't know how all the facts of the case is yet, especially something that happened 4 years ago, I guess. Anyway, maybe come Thursday on my live stream, tune in. I'll speak more about it on that one. Uh, but we'll get back to this match. Like a lot of confusion in this match once Sting got in there. Um, like I said, I don't know. It's just it kind of got sloppy there towards the end, but Sammy Guevara pinned Ricky Starks after the shooting star press, so maybe the Les Sets Gods will be your next number one contenders for your tag team championship because that's kind of where the commentators were pushing things at. Next. All right, next up is for the TBS Championship, Julia Hart, the champion, defending against Abaddon. Let's see. About the only thing interesting in this match, as the crowd reaction would tell you, that the only thing interesting in this match was a few of the crowd saying or chanting, "This is spooky, this is spooky." Yeah, Julia Hart wins after hitting the um, a flip on top rope to her feet, then landed on her opponent, got the win that way. She is still your TBS champion. Next. All right, next up is for the TNT Championship, no disqualification. The champion Christian Cage defending against the rated R superstar. However, Justin Roberts, announced his name. I get the first time he came out probably slipped up, and now he kind of slips up often. But anyway, Christian Cage versus the rated R superstar Adam Copeland. I will say one of my predictions in this match particularly was it's going to be a show stealer. The crowd was into it from the time Edge came out till the final bell. Uh, More on that coming up. But they had everything, weapons, moving furniture, uh, safely. I didn't see anything did anything too dangerous. Even with the untrained eye, as mine is. Uh, they after uh, Nick Wayne trying to interfere, they was actually going to put Edge through a flaming table, but wound up Nick Wayne went through the flaming table, actually went over the flaming table. Uh, Edge won it, hit the kill switch on Christian Cage, won it, embraced it, felt the moment, and then look who shows up, but kill switch himself. He would nail a couple choke slams, one of them being on the table, looked like he was going to cash in that contract, but here's Christian being that opportunist. He was demanding, kill switch, give him the contract, sign it over to him. Uh, didn't look like he wanted to do it at first, but Christian whispered something in his ear. Kill switch, kind of melted down, handed him the contract. Christian signed it and wound up spearing Edge, making him your new TNT champion. So yeah, so a little bit of a swerve there. I was partially right. I say three quarters right, right? Uh, Edge did win and Christian won. Christian wound up walking out with a championship. So thanks to Luchasaurus. So or excuse me, Kill Switch. So I was pretty right on this one. What do you guys think? Should, should I give myself a thumb up on that prediction there? Let me know in the comments. All right, next up is the finals of the Continental Classic Tournament. This will, you know, determine who's going to be the um, Triple Crown champion, the Continental champion, plus the Ring of Honor Heavyweight champion, plus the NWA Open Weight Strong champion. Uh, it is John Moxley versus Eddie Kingston. Some solid stuff here. They kind of try and go for the, I guess, a UFC style. Uh, Surprisingly enough, nobody bled in this match. Some stiff shots, chops, but after I guess the fourth or fifth backhand, Aiden Kingston won this. Really no surprise there. He is your new Triple Crown champion, that being the Continental champion, Ring of Honor champion, and New Japan Openweight Strong champion. So congratulations to him. All right, now it's time for your main event for the AEW World Championship. I've just realized that they never say heavyweight. It's always just the AEW World Champion. Wonder why they do that. Anyway, the champion MJF defended against Samoa Joe. Uh, this is a good match here. I'll say the second best match behind Edge and Christian. Um, again, MJF kind of working with one less limb. Last pay per view he he worked with a hurt leg. This one was a hurt shoulder, which is I think it's pretty legitimate. Adam Cole came in and stood in MJF's corner, his best friend. Uh, in the end, though, Adam Cole would fumble up and uh, trying to find the Dynamite Diamond ring as the referee was down. MJF was going to use it, but Samoa Joe creeped in behind with that choke hold. Uh, referee, this is twice in this match. Usually they kind of just raise their arm once. Once it falls, they call for the bell. Two times in this pay per view, they did the old fashioned raise your arm three times. Of course, MJF would wind up dropping that arm three times, rendering Samoa Joe the new AEW World Champion. So, pleasantly surprised by that one. Not really. Not really surprised because what would happen next would be the Devil's henchmen would come out. They would bring both MJF and Adam Cole to their knees. Each of them said, "No, hit me with a chair. No, you hit me with a chair." Lights go out. What do we see? But the Devil's henchmen all standing behind one Adam Cole. The henchmen being uh, Bennett, Roderick Strong, Trent Beretta, and Warlow joining that forte as well. Uh, they kind of put the boots to him. Warlow with the power bomb to MJF, and like I said, it is revealed that Adam Cole was the devil all along. Um, me, kind of seeing it happen, sort of a letdown almost, but sometimes you gotta dig it in my head that it makes sense, it makes sense, and the buddy who was over last night to watch this, he's like, yeah, this it makes sense, that he's the devil, but it's still kind of that Black Scorpion letdown there, but it is what it is. Not as far as a total show and all, it was okay. Like I said, Edge and Christian being the best match, MJF and Samoa Joe second best. The Swerve Stricken Dustin Rhodes match, even though it's mostly a Swerve match, that was pretty good because it did what it was supposed to do, put Swerve over. Um, rest of the match it had little miscues here and there. The eight man on, or I guess the fourth best match was the opening match, the 8-man All Star. But anyway, that does it for me for this AEW World's End review show. Leave a comment what you think about the pay per view. How do you feel about Adam Cole being revealed as the devil? Let me all know all that in the comments. Also, smash the like button and be a champ and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, folks have a good one. A safe New Year's Eve get-togethers or parties. Be careful. Call a cab if you drink too much, or Uber, Lyft, whoever, or have a designated driver. Okay, enough of me preaching. Again, leave a comment, smash the like button, and be a champ and hit that subscribe button. Folks, have a good one and take it easy. Thank you for checking out my video. I really do appreciate it. And of course, this is the part where I ask you, if you're not a subscriber yet, to click on that subscribe button, leave a like, also share with friends. And if you want to follow me on social media, on Twitter, X, it's at RRPATRPTV 46. On Facebook, it's this Ronald Ray. And yes, I need to turn in my man card because I do have a TikTok. You can find me on TikTok at RP2Vision. As always, you have a good one and take it easy.